This international renowned Japanese scientist was curious about why Muslims are recommended to pronounce the word Bismillah before drinking water. As a researcher, he decided to delve deeper into an experiment. During his research, he was intrigued by the chemical effects of Quranic verses and the word Bismillah on water than he could have imagined. We will talk about his fascinating discovery in a moment. Before that, it is important to note that the Holy Quran is not a book of science, but it is consistent with science. Despite being revealed 14 centuries ago in a time and place where science and research were of little concern, the Quran has mentioned different facts that have been only recently discovered or proven by scientists. The Quran is in fact the last revelation and a proof not only to the pagan Arabs 1,400 years ago, but also to the scientists of today. One of the first Western scientists to make a serious study on this topic was the French Maurice Bucaille, who wrote a book called The Bible, the Quran, and Science. In this book, where he compared the statements concerning natural and scientific data in the Bible and the Quran, he concluded, "The Quran follows on from the two revelations that preceded it, and is not only free from contradictions in its narrations and the sign of the various human manipulations to be found in the Gospels, but provides a quality all of its own for those who examine it objectively and in the light of science." So what did the Japanese discover? Imagine for a moment our world at the molecular level, where atoms and particles are constantly interacting, exchanging energy in an ever-ending balance barley. It's in this microcosm that we begin to truly grasp the profound interconnectedness of all things. Dr. Masaru Emoto conducted an experiment to investigate the impact of words on water. He was interested in a hadith where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recommended Muslims to say Bismillah before drinking or eating. In his laboratory, Dr. Emoto exposed water to the sound of Quranic verses, and later to the simple utterance of Bismillah, which means, in the name of God. He was keen to investigate the effects these sacred words might have on the molecular structure of water, and what he discovered was nothing short of astonishing. Once exposed to the sound of Quran and the word Bismillah, the water began to form beautiful symmetric crystals, which in return may have positive effects on well-being. It was as if the water was responding to the divine words by transforming itself into a more beautiful version of itself. In contrast, his finding suggests that while water exposed to negative words and intentions, it forms disorganized structures, which in return produce a negative effect on well-being. In his book, The Hidden Messages in Water, Dr. Emoto said, "My Muslim colleague offered to play Quranic verses over the water. He brought a tape recorder and played some Quranic verses, and we got the most perfectly shaped crystals.